Aurelia Skipwith, Director of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. You're watching This Week at Interior.
This week at Interior, Secretary Bernhardt kicked off Independence Day celebrations with President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump in South Dakota July 3rd, where for the first time in over a decade, fireworks lit up the nighttime sky over Mount Rushmore. During the event, the president announced he'd signed an executive order to establish the National Garden of American Heroes, a vast outdoor park that will feature the statues of the greatest Americans to ever live. Secretary Bernhardt will lead the task force to ensure that America's leaders can be remembered and continue to inspire future generations. The following day, the Secretary delivered remarks at President's Park for the historic Salute to America on July 4th, celebrating our founding, our freedom, and our men and women in uniform with the largest fireworks display in the nation's capital in generations. At a roundtable this week with community members in Omak, Washington, the Secretary announced that Interior will not move forward with a new grizzly bear restoration plan for the North Cascades ecosystem and the associated environmental impact statement, citing concerns for area residents and conservation successes for the species across their existing range. The Secretary then took part in a site inspection at Grand Coulee Dam. The dam was critical for supplying power to aluminum manufacturers during World War II, and today includes 3 major hydroelectric power generating plants and a pump generating plant, which help irrigate about 670,000 acres so farmers can feed America. Later, the Secretary met with ranchers, farmers, tribes, and community officials in the Klamath Basin, seeking a path forward to address the region's long-standing water challenges. The Bureau of Land Management this week announced the hiring of several new senior staff members who will be relocating to BLM's new headquarters in Grand Junction, Colorado. BLM says filling these critical positions is a big step. BLM has also hired a new director to oversee resources in 31 eastern states. USGS, the National Park Service, and the Fish and Wildlife Service are teaming up with the Conservancy of Southwest Florida to radio track Burmese pythons in Big Cypress National Preserve, Crocodile Lake National Wildlife Refuge, and other areas in the Sunshine State. It's the first time pythons are being tracked in so many different habitats to better understand python biology across the region and to remove these invasive species from the area. The National Park Service has awarded $750,000 in underrepresented community grants to support the identification and nomination of sites to the National Register of Historic Places. The Underrepresented Community Grant Program focuses on documenting the homes, lives, landscapes, and experiences of underrepresented peoples who played a significant role in national history. Dramatic video of a water rescue on the Intercoastal Waterway in Brevard County, Florida. Fish and Wildlife Officer Jason Lowe and Nicholas Stelzer of the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission came to the assistance of an elderly couple whose vessel had been swamped during a boat parade last month. The male passenger was secured, but the female passenger, who couldn't swim, fell into the water. Eventually, the officers got her aboard and there were no injuries. National Caribbean Heritage Month is traditionally celebrated in June. This year, Interior is observing that month in July to ensure its full recognition and to celebrate the significance of Caribbean people and their descendants in American history and culture. The Office of the Secretary and the Office of Civil Rights will join the National Park Service and the Bureau of Indian Affairs for a virtual event later this month. And our social media picture of the week, Alaska's midnight sun shining pink on a rain squall above White Mountains National Recreation Area. The 1 million acre park offers stunning scenery, peaceful solitude, and outstanding opportunities for year-round recreation. Summer visitors pan for gold, fish, hike, and camp, and marvel at the epic mountain views. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. That's This Week at Interior.